Good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. I typically film my videos in the morning when I get off work, but I had a couple of appointments this morning, so I wasn't able to do them. But here I am this afternoon. I know you're wondering why I have this black turtleneck on. It's not because I had this YouTube channel called Black Turtleneck Chronicles when I was looking in the process of looking for a business coach. I just wear black turtlenecks because I work in a hospital. So that's why I wear them. And I typically come home and video and then change clothes and go ahead with my day. So today is Wednesday, and I am Mamie Jones, your pet death doula. Um, if you can go back and look at some of my other videos, it'll tell you exactly what a pet death doula is. I am here to support you in your needs as they relate to pet loss. Um, Pet ownership in the world has increased significantly over the past few years. I know the research that I've found is that pet ownership, there are more pets in household now than there are children in households. So people spend a lot of money, a lot of time with pets. And I think the increase in pet ownership increased a lot during COVID. Of course, after COVID, people being really silly. And once they got back out in these streets, they ended up giving their dogs away or pets away, whatever the case may be. But pet loss is if you own a pet, it's likely that you're going to lose a pet. Pets just don't live as long as humans do. Um, and today we're going to continue with our myth busting series. And we're on myth number 3. We have five that I identified, but today's myth is you should be over it by now when your pet passes away. So let me tell you this, just as with any other kind of grief, grief has no timeline, especially with any form of grief, but with pet loss, it's the same. It has no timeline, so there is no time that you should just get over it. There's no standard time. You can't tell me how to grieve. You can't tell me when it should be over with. You can't tell me I shouldn't be crying right now. So if you have somebody who's telling you that, they are wrong. You're justified, you're validated in your thoughts and your feelings about this kind of grief. In this pet loss, you're not just missing your pet, you're missing routines, you're missing the connection that y'all had, you're missing the greeting that your pet gave you, whether it's a cat, a horse, a dog, a bird, rabbit, whatever your pet is. You miss that space that they gave you. You miss that unconditional love that they gave you. As you know, with any kind of grief, it comes in waves. You could be fine one moment, and then the next thing you know, all H is broken loose because something triggered it. And it's okay. It's common. So don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad that you still have an emptiness inside, that you do cry, that you long for to have your baby back. And you might feel like you don't want to love again. You'll never be able to replace that pet, but you will eventually get to a space. Well, hopefully you will eventually get to a space where you can love again, because there's so many pets out there that needs loving homes and loving hearts to care for them. So I just want to say the myth that you should get over it is just what it is. It's a myth. It's a lie. What makes this grief even more difficult than any other type of grief when you're grieving a loved one is that people don't validate it. Don't think that you should even be grieving for your pet anyway. So sometimes you internalize it and you're not able to talk about it, which of course makes it harder, and you hold on a little longer than you want to, because you're in hiding. You're basically grieving in hiding because sometimes even yourself. I hear people talking about, I feel so bad to even say that I shouldn't even be talking about grieving for it was just a dog, it was just a cat, it was just a bird. I feel so silly. No, don't let anybody make you feel that way. um, and it's okay to cry, it's okay to scream, it's okay to get angry. All of those things matter. You don't need to be holding it inside, because like I said, it turns into prolonged grief. Because guess what? You don't feel comfortable even acknowledging it yourself because you feel like people are looking at you strange, or you feel ashamed yourself for doing it. So I want you to own it. Own that you love your dog. Own that you love your cat. Own that you love your bird. Own that you're feeling this bad about them passing away. Own the fact that you are crying because you miss them so much. Don't be ashamed about it. It's okay. I promise you it is. I'm here for you. I'm Mamie Jones, your pet death doula. I have some things in that you can order, like a emergency grief loss plan that can give you some grounding activities, so it can help you learn to breathe in and breathe out slowly, and just try to remember, breathing in the love and the peace that your baby brought you, and breathing out the hurt and the pain and the loneliness that they have left you with. But it takes time, but that emergency grief loss plan will help you through that. Also, I am available. I'll put my calendar link in the bottom so that if somebody wants to schedule a crisis session, I am a licensed therapist in the state of Georgia, but I will not. It's not a therapy session; it's a crisis session. So anybody across the country, across the world, can link up and just talk about it. Because sometimes people just need that space, and that is what I'm here for. And thank you for watching. Like and share my videos. Tell everybody about it. I want everybody to get on board this pet loss and grieving train, so that we can support each other as we're going through this. Okay? Have a great day.